They're looking at the wrong place. It's probably on one of those islands, Caribbean islands. That's where he got his license. They gotta research that as well. He thought I can drive on the islands. That means I can drive
I'm an
in
island
America.
boy.
Well, that's those are different boys, but okay. The infamous Zoom driver. The Zoom driver. Let me go back to that case. Let me play a little bit of background so you guys can get a idea what we're talking about. Here's the video we shared last week of the initial interaction between
Court
Judge
calls case People
Cedric
versus Corey
Simpson
Harris.
and Corey. What's his name?
On behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate for Mr. Harris should be present via Zoom.
Mr. Harris.
Fair use, by the way. Hello. He calls in and says, "Hello, can you guys hear me?" That's
Oh my God.
Driving.
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office. Actually, so just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
Wait. You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
A license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
his facial expression is crazy, yo.
License. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Fair use. Look at the judge, like, yeah, what is this?
Oh,
Yo, the guy is such.
Can I speak, Judge? Can I speak?
Hello, hello. Can I speak? Judge is like, what the?
hello.
1 minute, Mr. Harris.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
Yeah. Yeah, we started it off last week with this story, this part of the story, because that was still can wrap my mind around what he did. Apparently, the story goes after he was locked up for 2 days because he was driving without a license, suspended license. It came out that the reason why he got a suspended license is is because he was back on child support. So he was back on child support. So the court decided we're gonna suspend his license so he cannot drive to work anymore and pay his back child support. So we can lock him up and he can work for free for us. Anyway,
I don't get the reasoning though. You know, I mean,
I never understood that part of the. You're
Yeah.
trying to remove all things from him so he cannot get to whatever he has to go to make the money. I don't know what.
yeah,
Anyway,
0 cents for me. 0 cents.
0 cents. Yeah, but they still do that, and at the end, I think it has different goals. Has nothing to do with getting the mom or the other parent, the money. But that's another topic for another day. After this all happened, it was revealed that he had to go back into court
Yeah.
because the court started a investigation. How
Yeah.
could this happen?
They went through the text.
How could this happen? We suspended the guy's license. He paid for the child support, but we didn't release it. Then they started looking at probably which license. What are the numbers? Why didn't we process this correctly? And they
Was
had to
this
go back
our
to
fault?
court.
Yeah, was this our fault? Did
Yeah.
we do something incorrect?
Well, we always do something incorrect, but how could this happen? Because
Yeah.
we're always late. But let's see why we were late.
Yeah.
Because there always seems to be. It's easy. That's the thing with court. That's why. That's why when things like this happen, you don't want to end up in court with regards to back pay of child support or whatever, because it's easy for them to suspend stuff. It takes a lot of time to unsuspend it.
Yeah.
Bureaucracy. Jesus Christ.
Bureaucracy. Oh,
Yeah.
come on, man. Bureaucracy.
Yes. Cat.
Bureaucracy.
Anyway, let's take a look what the judge had to say, because he went back into court.
Department of Public Safety or to this court ultimately at the May 15th hearing. And I think it needs to be stated, I've been asked for comments. I have refrained from comments, as is my normal practice is. This court with the pending case will speak on the record. And so I am going to make sure that the record is very, very clear as to what this court knows and what this court acted on May 15th. And we can start with this. And my basis for doing it is because of what was said
Fair use, by the way.
about what this whole process was. And that an indication, counsel, and I know, counsel, you've been before me before.
Absolutely.
I know it is not coming from you, but you also know how I am.
I do.
And the thing is that if for whatever reason, the one time in my life I was wrong, I will say it and did. But when I'm not wrong, and when people are not to blame, then it also needs to be said. So I will try to get through this as quick as I possibly can. But I will tell you, first of all, with any reference to your client having had a license on that day, and some indication or misunderstanding as to whether or not he had a license. Let me make it very clear, based upon what the court looked at, he has never had a Michigan license, ever, and has never had a license in the other 49 states and commonwealths that form up this great union. He has never.
I'm telling you, they're looking at the wrong place. It's probably on one of those islands, Caribbean islands. That's where he got his license. They gotta research that as well. He thought, I can drive on the islands. That means I can drive.
I'm an island boy.
Well, those are different boys, but okay. Don't want to be called an island boy. They were calling Jeffrey an island boy, but okay.
I think Jeffrey. Anyway, does not continue down that road.
Yeah. But what do you think about this?
So because they thought that his driver's license was suspended because he was back on child support. They probably registered it as such in their system. And now they went and checked and realized that dude never had a license, or at least a Michigan license to begin.
No license in any other of the 50 other 49 other states.
So how can something be suspended if you've never had it in the first place, man?